of late May when the streets around the Emirates witnessed celebrations like no other, still fresh in the memory, and as the start of the new Premier League campaign inches ever closer. Today, a fitting friendly, the Emirates Cup, 20 years since the stadium opened. This is the 15th renewal of a much-loved fixture. 19 years on from the first Emirates Cup, when it was a two-day affair, Arsene Wenger's side defeating Paris Saint-Germain and Inter, both by 2-1 to lift the trophy. 12 months ago, it was Martin Odegaard who hoisted the cup aloft as Arsenal defeated Athletic Club. What followed was a season no gunner will ever forget, a 14th long overdue league title claimed, and the nearest of near misses in the Champions League. The preparations are ramping up as the title defence starts of the 15th season. Yaya Sanogo, Alexis Sanchez scored in a 2-0 victory over Jurgen Klopp's side at Emirates then. Future Gunners' competition is made later this month. Let's check on the teams for you. Arsenal making 2 changes to the side that lost 3-1 in Dublin to Real Betis in midweek. Martin striker. As for Dortmund, 5 alterations to the team that defeated FC Tokyo in Japan a week ago, with Gregor Kobel absent. Alex Meyer starts in goal. July rival has played in England before with Norwich. As for Borussia Dortmund, before heading to Germany last, kicked off a title-winning campaign. Arsenal favourites to lift the Premier League. So here we go, a 15th Emirates Cup. The Gunners aiming for a 10th success in it and 5th on the spin. Arsenal building fitness and form ahead of the Premier League season getting underway. You with Dan?
You know, they stay nice and fresh, nice and fit. And it only seems 5 minutes ago I was watching Gabriel in the World Cup, and here he is today.
It was Victor Gyökeres who looks to show his pace and muscle, wins a corner.
Yeah, bright start from Arsenal from a corner in Dublin. Otherwise, it was a fairly disappointing performance, but yeah, I think corners are going to be a big part of our armoury again this season, aren't they?
This one's spinning in towards the near post. It ricochets through and is tipped over potentially by Meyer for another corner.
Placed delivery. You see the charging towards the near post. Very, very crowded. All just bounces up off from Ireland. But yeah, I think today we'll see a few more minutes getting into the legs of these bigger names.
To come forward again, and a real opportunity that's taken in smart fashion by Nacho. That's a really good goal. Terrific movement from the 18-year-old. He was a bit part player last season when he broke through into the Dortmund first team. Only a handful of appearances, but that's a square
here. Yeah, they feed it inside to Mecha, and that's a really clever ball. Runs off Mosquera. Does he Nacho? It's a blindside run. There you see, off the right shoulder, and what a tidy finish that is. Arsenal caught cold here.
His players, and the second half against a very young Arsenal side, they almost stepped back and thought, you know, the win was more important than the workout.
Yeah, it was a strange game. I was over there in Dublin, and yeah, it was brilliant to see so many, Irish Arsenal fans.
Odegaard can skip clear here. What does the referee give him just outside the box? Well,
I mean, it's a straight red, isn't it?
Let's have a look.
In a competitive match.
I mean, does he make any sort of challenge?
Lovely little one-touch flip to Odegaard, and he is just outside the edge of the box, and there is covering defender. So for me, yeah, it's a free kick, nothing more. Into Gyökeres, little one-touch pass around the corner for Odegaard's run.
Say no, I quite fancy this one. Tend to think it'll be Victor Gyökeres who really can smash them from this sort of distance. Gyökeres with a hit, all the power, no real precision, and clearing the crossbar.
I think he was right to go for power, but gets right underneath it.
It was the Arsenal wall trying to create a gap.
Yoker has a lot up top.
Dowman to drive inside the penalty area and pull it back. Yoker turns, it's the crossbar. Getting closer.
This is all about the first touch from Dowman. Knocks it out of his feet quite magnificently, and then it's really strong from Yoker. Interesting
pass. That's coming forwards here, allowed to go a long way. Oh, that's a stunner! Konstantinos Karatses with a wonderful hit, curling into the top corner, and Dortmund have two.
Well, this is a turn up for the books. I'll tell you what, though, you do not save those. Karatses, yes, he's given a bit too much time there from Gabriel. He's a yard or two off. Doesn't get... He must have thought he felt something. Yeah.
Solis with the responsibility, clipped towards the far post, and the header flashes over. Well worked routine, just unable to keep this one down. Moving to the edge of the area, it's a good-looking ball in, and the header is straight into the arms of Alexander Meyer. That really should have been better from Havertz. The flag did not go up.
There wasn't much pace on the cross, that's all I'd say.
White with Skelly. Ranieri has moved to the edge of the area. White once more, down with the ball at his feet. Havertz. Scared up. Dowman, three Dortmund players around him. It bounces kindly for White, and this is Havertz to curl one. Flag is up.
Well, it was a good pattern of play. Arsenal got a little bit lucky with the deflection there.
Mecha, and an absolute worldie from Karatses. New ball, second period. We shall see at the break here. It's Arsenal 0, Borussia Dortmund. Really well taken goals from Inacho and Karatses from Dortmund in the first half. Arsenal with a work to do if they are to win 5 Emirates Cups on the spin. They've dominated their own tournament in recent renewals, but staring down the barrel a little.
Young goalkeepers in the world, so you know the talent is undisputable, really.
Chukwuemeka coming forward, heavy touch. Mars Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, Dowman, Pensabane to take on. Dowman backs him up, then the reverse ball is good. Looking to smash one home. Well worked, good movement across the pitch. White's effort saved.
That's a fantastic move. It ends up with Dowman, who plays a lovely ball on the overlap to White, and he goes for safety at the near post. I think he should lash that away with those kind of challenges, and that's why the Arsenal fans were applauding the referee's decision.
Dowman, White's on the overlap, does get the cross in. Zolis, and still does pull it back. Ranieri could not miss. Arsenal have got a goal back. Good work from Zolis on the left-hand side, and a smart finish from edge of the 6-yard box means it's Arsenal 1, Dortmund 2.
Well, it's game on. And it's a really good goal. Swept home superbly by Ethan Nwaneri. We said it's a big pre-season for him, but look at Zolis. Playing with his head up, fires it into the area where he knows Ethan Nwaneri is going to be lurking. That's an excellent assist from him, his second in as many games. And then Nwaneri shows what he's about with the corners and the quality of technique on the finish. Terrific from Arsenal.
Flicked on for Iheanacho. Has he got the pace to get there ahead of Calafiori? He has. He's done well. There's the out ball for him. Just a little hurried.
Good tracking back from Nwaneri there. It's a handful though, Iheanacho. It's been very impressive today.
Yeah, he's only slight, isn't he? But gave Calafiori a run for his money.
Yeah, it's a good moment for Ethan Nwaneri. It's just, you know, how it gives him a real lift.
Necha. Svensson. Let's get to the byline. Wins a corner.
It's a better game. Certainly Arsenal looking to get after Dortmund, look to press with a bit more aggression second half. And it's, yeah, the game looks a little bit different. It might look even more different in a few minutes' time, because there's a lot of substitutes ready to come on for the visitors.
And maybe after this corner. Nacho with responsibility. Drills in low. Fabio Silva controls. And then it's chested down and forced home. Well, it is the young defender that's managed to strike here. Gadou forces home after Arsenal failed to clear, and Dortmund's two-goal cushion is restored.
Wow. Yeah, disappointing from an Arsenal perspective. It's another goal conceded from a corner. Yeah, frustration all around. So scrappy, wasn't it? Meslier disappointed. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best corner kick, but then, you know, Fabio Silva's allowed to get wrong side. He turns Calafiori really well. Meslier actually makes a great save, and there's nothing we can really do from the follow-up. Gadou tucks it away very nicely.
Well, a young player came from Salzburg. Make switches, and obviously Gabriel's minutes are being managed. It's an hour today. Calafiori's going to come off as well potentially here, so a little bit of reorganisation maybe here with Nkapie and Marley Salmon coming on.
Yep. Yeah, just freshening up the defence. Yeah, great to see Marley Salmon.
What's interesting about Marley Salmon as well, we've seen this pre-season as opposed to the glimpses we saw in the first team last term, is he's playing centre-half rather than right-back. Arsenal coming forwards here though. Well, it's a really good challenge inside the penalty area. Yes, Havertz broke free.
Yeah. Lovely pass from Max Down. And again, it's the first touch. Then the second release is Havertz. And that's not the first excellent slide tackle we've seen from Dortmund. They've defended outstandingly here today. But yeah, Daumann making things happen.
Arsenal corner just past the hour. Movement from Nkapie towards the near post. It's high, it's punched away, not convincingly. Zolis. And still. And then the curling effort is well saved. Nwaneri denied as Maya got across.
Quality effort from Ethan Nwaneri. Solis does well. Spots him, and that's well weighted. And he whip it well with his left foot here. Not an easy one for Nwaneri, but he made it look easy, and it's a good save. Yeah, technically, he's so good, the young midfielder.
Corner towards the far post, right on the money. Maya, more by luck than good judgment, I think, with these corners, has kept the ball out on a couple of occasions.
Yeah.
Salmon for Zolis. He's looked busy throughout. Miles Lewis Skelly. Opened up a little bit here for White. Now Dauman, Zolis wanted it back. White has it. Now Zolis does have it. Penalty. Well, the challenge came after the ball had gone for short. And there's no real argument from the Dortmund player.
Yeah, he got caught. I mean, this guy, Christos Zolis, produces end product. Here he is, inside the box. He does get caught.
Play. And the Swede with the opportunity to reduce the deficit again here. Arsenal trail by 3-1 at the moment. Victor Gyökeres for Arsenal from the spot against Alexander Meyer. It's Gyökeres, confidently dispatched. It's Arsenal 2, Borussia Dortmund 3, and we have just over 20 minutes remaining of the 2026 Emirates Cup.
Never looked like missing. Victor Gyökeres, exceptional, and this was very calm. You're never saving those. Firmly struck right in the corner. And look,
claims he was held. Referee had a good look at that and does nothing. And Guirassi's on the move. Salmon is across. Oh, that's wonderfully timed by the youngster. Guirassi does get there eventually, and there's still further work to do for the Arsenal back line. Salmon is back once more.
Excellent from the teenager. Yeah, he's up against the top-class player then, Guirassi. Stuck to his guns very well.
Gyökeres gallops across, but Gyökeres stands his ground. And still going. Oh, it's really good determination in industry from Victor Gyökeres.
Oh, that's brilliant. Because Gadu is quick. And he certainly was quick.
This term, but still will be fancied to win every single competition that they're in. One point which Melia eventually comes outside of his 6-yard area to claim. Neil with some neat footwork. Guirassi. Bellingham loses out. Fabio Vieira with some good touches, but not one good enough to find the teammate after some neat movement previously.
Yeah, just couldn't find the right final pass, could he, Vieira? He sort of bounced off a yellow shirt to gain momentum and comes home to a great spot, but I can see what he was trying with the reverse pass, but it wasn't quite executed properly. But yeah, I've got to say, Kedek O'Neill has really caught my eye since coming on. Looks busy, wants the ball, he's passing it crisply. He's always on the move as well in the centre of the park.
He played for MPL2 last season and for Youth League as well. Julien quick enough to keep it in, but not win the throw.
Yeah, 1 or 2 leaving. I don't know whether they're all aware that they might miss the shootout.
Well, he's done an awful lot of friendlies and mini tournaments around the world pre-season. Nkapie is not going to give this one up without a battle. Shut up, really. Waneri. Jesus. Away from Yamamoto. Fabio Vieira controls. Kedek O'Neill wants it across towards Martinelli. There was a couple of Arsenal players inside the area. None could really get anything on it, but it was defended well, and Dortmund concede the corner, and this might be the last act of the Emirates Cup 2026 for open play, at least, or inside the regulation play. Late leveller. Arsenal corner, taken short. Martinelli drives in and scores! Oh, flag is up.
What a shame from an Arsenal perspective. It has not gone down well, that decision from Sean Martinellis. Well, it's hard to tell from that angle. It's a nice little flick from Jesus, and he goes through the goalkeeper. Will be very relieved. But here, it's impossible to tell from the angle that we're seeing it. For me, it looked a harsh offside.
Arsenal denied a leveller, and it's Borussia Dortmund that claim the Emirates Cup 2026. Good work out for Mikel Arteta's side for sure. Brief glimpses of good quality from a number of players. But 2-0 down after Nacho managed to score in Karetzis in the first half. Goal back, of course, from one area, and then Gadou scored before. Will not win 5 Emirates Cups on the spin. Dortmund become the second German side to lift the Emirates Cup. And at the 90, it's Arsenal 2, Borussia Dortmund 3. What, half an hour, just a little bit more than that today. So it's one of those situations where who's going to be suiting up against Coventry?
You've got the England and Spanish boys. Maybe they'll get 15 minutes against Como, and then you know, a bit longer in the Community Shield. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure that the manager and the staff have got it all mapped out. But so we might see, you know, maybe an 11 that's not regarded as our first choice.
Shootout is going to see Dortmund go first. So Dortmund to go 1-0 up in the shootout. Elliot taking his time here. A lot of experience. So first up, buries it.
Yeah, didn't mess around there. Sabitzer whips it across the goalkeeper, but when it came to it, yeah.
So of course, that's the last penalty shootout. Jesus to step up here for one apiece.
You watch the goalkeeper the whole way through there, Gabriel Jesus, but
last 10 minutes or so, not really had too many touches of the football. Breaths. What can he conjure from the spot in the shootout? A goal.
Good standard so far. Reggiani. Callers, I mean. Yeah, he just whips it into that same corner. Meslier goes the wrong way. It's an opportunity, isn't it, for Meslier to, if he can produce 1 or 2 saves here, get himself a rep and help us in shootouts.
Abel Vieira not quite worked out for him, of course, at Arsenal so far. A 2-2 draw against the champions. Finds the corner.
Well, the goalkeeper's gone the right way on both occasions, but here from it's a side footer, but he hits this firm enough to beat the outstretched hand.
Dortmund, they did lose a couple of cup competitions to Bayern, both the German. Oh, really good save. And he gets the right way, gets down brilliantly, and makes the stop, and it's advantage Arsenal.
Well, that's a nice moment. I mean, it's the poorest penalty we've seen, but it does go the right way. It's a good block. And it's advantage Arsenal.
For the confirmed advantage in the shootout for 4-3. Martinelli. Blast home.
Wow. Nearly burst the net there. The goalkeeper dives underneath it. But I'll tell you what, you could have 3 keepers in. They ain't saving that.
Has to score for Dortmund, and Arsenal will claim the shootout victory. Arsenal Villa midfielder Chukwuemeka steps up, right-footed, and scores.
Well, that's going to leave the door ajar for Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri scored a good goal, played well today. Can he win Arsenal this?
And Nwaneri, the Emirates Cup. Ethan steps up and buries it. 5 out of 5. Shooting practice and penalty practice.